The danger of automated production lines. When humans enter the robot operating area, the camera captures a male worker standing very close to an industrial robot arm. While the machine is temporarily stopped or moving slowly, he bends down to adjust the material directly on the operating rail. Suddenly, the robot activates the next cycle and sweeps forcefully forward. The danger appears at the 3-7-second mark, when the robot arm swings hard and makes direct contact with the worker's head and shoulder area. The critical mistake here is violating the safety distance and standing within the operating range of the automated equipment. Robots are programmed to move along fixed trajectories with very high force. They cannot recognize a human as an obstacle to stop in time. You must never enter the operating area of machinery without cutting power or activating the emergency stop mode, LOTO. Factories need to install infrared sensor barriers so the machine automatically shuts down when someone steps into the danger zone. In your opinion, is this mistake due to individual awareness or because the factory's safety management procedures were not strict enough? A serious incident when working near large rotating components in a mechanical workshop. In the video, a long cylindrical part is rotating during machining on a heavy-duty lathe. A male worker approaches the operating machine without any protective barrier. When he stands very close to the edge of the rotating part, a mechanical failure occurs, causing material to fly outward. The danger appears directly when the connecting components of the rotating part are thrown out with extreme force, striking the worker straight on. The safety error here is the worker standing too close to the danger zone while the machine is running at high speed. Large rotating equipment stores massive kinetic energy. Any technical failure can turn small parts into projectiles with extremely high lethal force. At the same time, the machine area lacks partitions or safety barriers to isolate people from potential flying debris. Always install physical barriers or tempered safety glass around high-power machining equipment. Workers must never stand in the danger zone, line of fire before the machine has completely stopped. In addition, regular maintenance of rotating connection points is mandatory to prevent fracture caused by metal fatigue. In your opinion, would installing additional movable barriers significantly reduce work efficiency for workers in this situation? The incident took place on the 15th of May, 2024. At a barn in Peru, what began as a routine workday quickly turned into a horrifying tragedy. 3 workers were carrying out their usual tasks, feeding horses by pushing corn and sugarcane into a powerful shredder. In the footage, one worker can be seen bending down, using his bare hands to force the crops into the machine. There were no safety barriers, no protective tools, nothing to keep a safe distance from the rotating blades. Then, in a split second, everything went wrong. The worker suddenly lost his balance. With no safeguard in place, he slipped forward and was pulled directly into the shredder. His co-workers reacted instantly, rushing to shut off the machine, but the response came far too late. Within mere seconds, the machine had already consumed him. The scene turned fatal almost instantly. The worker was shredded beyond recognition and died on the spot. This devastating accident highlights a critical failure in safety measures. Simple precautions such as installing protective barriers or requiring the use of tools to feed the machine could have created a safe distance and potentially prevented this loss of life. This security footage captures a heart-stopping moment when complacency collides with industrial machinery. In the middle of an active workshop, a male worker deliberately tries to squeeze through a narrow gap as the automatic door is slowly closing. In just an instant, he becomes trapped between the crushing force of the door and the machine frame. People nearby panic and rush in, desperately trying to rescue their colleague from a life-threatening situation. A costly lesson: You must never gamble with your life by crossing the operating range of moving machinery. Just 1 second of inattention can lead to irreversible consequences. The security footage shows a group of workers operating in a steel plate storage area. Above them, an overhead crane system is moving large loads. As the crane passes over stacked steel, a heavy load suddenly slips from the cable and falls straight down. The extremely forceful impact creates a massive cloud of dust and shakes the surrounding area. The dangerous moment occurs when the steel load free falls from above, landing very close to where the workers are moving below. This incident is extremely hazardous due to the excessive weight of the load and the significant drop height. The cause may be worn cables, an unlocked hook, or a load exceeding safe limits. Workers moving or standing directly under the crane's operating range without warning barriers is a serious safety violation. Amid a fast-paced work environment on the drilling platform, 2 workers are standing inside a suspended protective steel cage elevated above the deck to perform technical tasks. However, as the cage is being lifted, an unexpected failure occurs in the cable system or lifting hook. The steel cage carrying the 2 workers suddenly snaps and free falls from above onto the deck. The extremely violent impact deforms the cage and throws the occupants onto the hard metal surface. The most dangerous moment is the instant the suspension cable breaks, eliminating any chance for the 2 workers inside to react. The serious error here lies in inspection and maintenance of lifting equipment. The suspension system could not withstand the load or had been excessively worn, leading to a mid-air failure. Lifting personnel using a steel cage without a secondary safety line or fall arrest device is a deadly oversight in safety procedures on drilling platforms.